There are so many different people and organizations that seek to divide right now. It seems like people are divided over social lines, economic lines, racial barriers. We wanted to create this space where people can actually come together. They can learn about the other. They can actually break bread with somebody else that is different than them, so that we learn that we're all together in this. We're all one, and that God shows no favorites amongst anybody.
What is the Pax Center? Is it an extension of your church?
Yeah, the Pax Center is a food providing organization that our church started, and we noticed that our neighbors were hungry and we could actually meet the needs of our neighbors. So we started a food pantry, then we started community meals. And Pax Center is actually Latin for peace. We believe that people can come in the chaotic situations of this world, whether it's poverty or hunger or loneliness, and even for a minute, they can come into the doors of the Pax Center and experience a brief moment of peace, of shalom, that they're not alone in this world.
Pastor Nate, so what inspired you to get involved with a community garden? I know you're a pastor. Did you ever think you'd come out here and would be planting vegetables?
No, it was not on our radar even before this year. We always have believed that there's something sacred about food. And so food has always been a priority for our church, not just in potluck, but helping people get food. And now we're saying, let's help them get the right food. So there had been a group of people that had been wanting to do a community garden. However, they were having a hard time getting a community garden birthed. This is a former parking lot in an area that is economically challenged. And so they approached us and said, hey, we know that you're all about food and that you want to help people get the right foods, and you help people get food that don't have food, so will you help us do that? And we came on this year as a visionary partner to make that happen.
So how much does it cost to get involved with the Jackson Street Community Garden?
Well, we didn't want costs to get in the way of people gardening, of people coming together. It was free. We got grants. We had different business partners and community partners come to say, we want to sponsor this, and so we were able to give no cost for anybody to be a part of it.
Pastor Nate, all of this talk about food is making me hungry, so why don't you give me a tour?
Absolutely, let's go. So this is our community box area, and we have 25 individual boxes. And we give these boxes out, and we prepare the boxes with the sand or the soil, things like that. And people get to come here and pick what they want to plant. We also have different mentorship availabilities here for people if they want it. If you don't know how to garden, we'll help you, teach you how to garden. So this area here is one of the areas I'm most excited about. We have 30 different kids in the community, 15 of them from the local elementary school that are immediately surrounding this garden, are down here each Tuesday to join our Jackson Street Garden Club. We come and they get to garden in a 5x5 area, and they get to pick their produce, they get to eat their produce, and then after that we have lunch together. All 30 kids with our leaders eat lunch together. We introduce different foods. We understand that one of the important parts for introducing foods for the younger generation is increasing the food palate of the younger generation. So eating Swiss chard, trying it, trying asparagus, these kinds of things is really important for us so that kids can try it and actually experience something they like.
Well, I see you also have some beautiful wildflowers. Was that intentional?
Yeah, it's a core value of ours in our institution, in our Pax Center in the garden, to bring back beauty. We want to bring back color. We want to bring back appreciation for the aesthetic beauty that communities can have. And so in a community like we're in, that it might be a little bit more economically depressed, when you add flowers and when you add color, there's a sense of vitality that brings along with that.
So I see the sign said free pick area. So this is open to anyone in the community?
Yeah, again, one of the challenges for us is to get the good produce into the hands of people that need it. And what's great about this space, Valerie, is the kids in our Kids Garden Club actually were the ones that would pick the weeds, and they would maintain this to give them a sense of community responsibility. Here you'll see different kinds of vegetables. We pick these, or people in the community will pick them. We have a share table here, and we invite people to come to the share table, and if we put something on there, it's free for the community. Anybody that wants it, regardless of background, you can come and you can get these free vegetables. One of the other things that we did, because we believe in collaboration, is we contacted local farmers and gardeners. At the end of a season, a lot of gardeners have a lot of extra tomatoes or zucchinis or cucumbers, things like that, and they don't know what to do with them. They're parting them off to all their friends. Well, we created this table for people to come in the community, share what they have with people that might need it. And they don't have to, know where to put it, just bring it to the table. We will make sure that it gets into the hands of the people that are hungry.
See a need, fill a need. That's part of the mission of the Pax Center in LaPorte, Indiana. That's how they were able to take a crumbling parking lot and turn it into a garden that's feeding people in an economically depressed area. For more information, visit them online at thepaxcenter.com.